Tesas. Udah, sama kerekam nih. Ada berapa satu? Wis mana nih? Apa tadi? laptop asli ya. Oke, sebentar ya. Rata gini, Pak. Tambah gurih. Ini sacrifice-nya. Halo. Apa lagi? Bentar, oke ya. Nah, ranggen. Target. Ada aku salah air. Astaga. Oke. Mas apa guys? Ya. Ayo, Ini apa nih? Gas nyisil guys. Lah. Bentar guys, bentar. Ada segini buat apa ya? Mas, farming bentar guys ya. Harus pernah ya.
Wasn't very nice. Ow! I'm fine. Ah! Where did that come from? Watch out! What's your problem? Umbrella warfare, I guess. Umbrella warfare, I guess.
Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply helpless.
Cepat.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
That way! Feeling lucky? That's not.
animo. Kepakai. Animo ya kepakai. Cek le damage. Wah. Gak bisa berenang ya, masih bisa jalan ke sayap ya. Kita singkuin. Apa jalan pakai sini? Yang mana tuh? Mau spawn lah. Halo Pak, halo Pak Poin Safa. Apa kabar? Lagi main Genshin nggak? Lagi mau apa guys? Masih lama sih apa guys? Ini bang, ini enggak.
An assassin
Apa guys juga soalnya.
or a fool who trespasses upon the
Lagi
water
nyari
of the
item
bisa,
materi buat tinju.
coveting the shapes of the living. Pure water can take on many forms. In this way, shall water deliver
Ya
your
Allah,
punishment.
burung kak. Asik susah.
Feeling lucky? Hiya!
Harus tembak guys parah. Iya. Sini.
Feeling
Iya.
lucky?
Ya nih lagi buat si Cincin.
This one's got
Ya
your name on
ampun,
it.
astaga, lama ini. Turun,
Let's blow bubbles!
bisa turun guys.
Fellow warfare, I guess.
Biar. Nah,
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
wah dia pengen di bawah tanah tuh.
Feeling lucky? Hey there!
Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply helpless.
Apa nih? Wah, tenggelam. Aku udah main lama kah?
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Ini sih ini sih. Betul ya.
Hey there! Hey there! Proper send down from the state of pain.
Iya kan, ya kak.
Coming at ya!
Dibuat juga aku nanya.
One who is ignorant of water's treasures.
Apa headset ini? Streamer mainnya pakai cloud ya.
Hey there! Hey there!
Bentar.
Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold.
Kalau nggak kan streamer pakai cloud itu. Amin.
The power of water
Jarang-jarang ya sangat
is
guys.
its ability to
Streamer
take
pakai cloud,
any shape.
bayangkan ya. Waduh. Ayo sini cepat guys.
Nice and spicy.
Makan kasih guys.
Coming at ya. Haha.
Nah kasih burung-burung Arab ini.
Feeling lucky.
Jangan.
Ow. I'm
Astagfirullah.
fine. Fire. Well, with rock. No. Oh. This one's got your name on it. Oh. Oh. Let's see. Umbrella warfare, I guess. As long as rain falls and rivers flow,
Kita hebat jauh.
Water will exist forever.
Oke bang, di like dulu ya. Di like dulu. Biasanya sepi soalnya. Makasih ya udah mampir ya. Oke, potensial. Entah kepakat atau enggak sih. Sebenarnya apa guys? Wow. Oke. Habisin rasin dulu. Makasih ya. Mantai oceanic. Guys, jangan terbang-terbang. Oke, ketik nari ya bu.
An assassin from our homeland, or a fool who trespasses upon the waters of Chinza.
Terbang.
Coveting the shapes of the living, pure water can take on many forms. In this way, shall water deliver your punishment.
Bukan.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Coming at ya. Watch out.
Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply helpless.
Cepat baik.
Nice and spicy.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Feeling lucky. Coming at ya. Attack. That's the way. Oh. Hiya, coming at ya. Ha. Calm down. Hey there.
Astaga, nggak kuat ini.
This one's got your name on it. This one's got your name on it.
One who is ignorant of water's treasures fails also to comprehend its horrors.
Feeling lucky? Hiya! Cha!
Let's see what
repotin asli.
Pindah dulu kali. Mas. Jam 4.20 hasil Ciparan. Iki kok nepakan iki. Jangan. Negara-negara.
Ada yang bagus. Keren nanti rasa ya.
Raining again. An assassin from our homeland, or a fool who trespasses upon the waters of Chinsa. Of the living, pure water can take on many forms. In this way, shall water deliver your punishment. Watch out! The power of water is its ability to take any shape. Coming at ya! Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply helpless. The power of water is its ability to take any shape. Feeling lucky? One who is ignorant of water's treasures fails also to
Yeah.
comprehend its horrors. Let's go, Twirly! Get down! Coming at ya! Watch out! Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold. The power of water is its ability to take any shape. As long as rain falls and rivers flow, water will exist forever.
Mas, Zivan, Mas, Halo. Panggil main lo.
Add Astra.
Apa sih? Apa? Sini nih apa dah?
Add Astra. Thank you for
completing the mission. Thank you for completing the mission. Halo, loyal hater. Apa kabar? Yuk kawan. Main Genshin gak? Pak loyal hater. Tumbalnya nggak kepake ya. Ada nggak? Nggak ada, cuma yes, I know, but not so good. Oh, okay. Wait, tes. Oke, tes. Nah, oke, tes. Tes. Hello. Loyal hater. Kita bisa Archon quest. Oh hey. Archon quest. Going to Archon quest. I can English, but I know the meaning. I can English, but I know the meaning. I'm sorry. How are you? Fine. How are you? Tas what? Arang itu orang. Saya tahu. Oh, okay. Thank you for apa ya? Wait. Can you press the like button? BTW, can I see your account? Give me your ID and I will see. I want to know if you play. Sing. But
Maloose, we're back.
okay, focus on the story.
And our most important partner. You said before that you still had some business at the...
About that. It's because my partner here. You still remember, right, Maloose?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr.
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened?
Okay.
Of course. Many years
conflict
ago,
is
at a
solved.
glance, it was... Wait! Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention... Yes, he did.
Primo DLC.
Considering what... If you drink Sins for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer... And if you were to stop drinking it, as he oversaw Poisson...
Boss's
Silat
uncompromising
bos
attitude
yang
incurred the
kerasnya
synth
jangan
vendor's wrath.
melantarkan jual
But no
Silat.
matter, not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind...
Yes,
Thank you.
recognizing that. The man's name was Jacques that night. But then... Sounds just like Lenny's case does. Looking back on it, though, I now look precisely. But, considering it now, it's almost certain that you're right. We still still don't know what happened.
Jacques was an empathetic man. I think this third. On that note, however, our opponent, even though Spina de Rosul, there's no need.
If that's indeed what he wished for, was I not the closest person to him? What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect and Synth is still here? Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. And did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaningless? I've never accepted that. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls.
Hello everyone.
This is indeed the best.
So
Halo yang
you
datang,
do know
terima kasih
something
ya.
else, Maloose.
Yes, I do. But what drove all the tension?
What?
And the serial disappeared. 5 years was nowhere near knowing all of this. But as long as if something were to happen,
Right. So nobody.
as we've seen bosses,
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick
Halo.
to me.
Archon guys,
wants their daughter to see.
mau ngelawan paus, butuh buat materialnya Navia masih guin.
To him, dying in a duel,
Solo gak kuat.
suffering lasting dishonor as the
So he chose to die.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly. If boss's spirit could hear you telling me, I'm sure he'd be extremely.
That fool. No. He might
Boleh
have
lagi,
set up
Bang?
everything precisely because. Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am
Nggak
now?
kuat kalau solo guys.
Yeah.
Nggak ada rasa Navia aku.
That's true. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person.
Jadi bapaknya Navia ini meninggal.
In this case,
Nyimpen
I need to
rahasia.
give me an easy.
Ujungnya mati dulu sebelum ngasih tahu.
What was the key evidence?
It's the location. When he was threatening the enemy, boss didn't share the but if you want to use it,
Yang sabar Mbak Navia ya.
you mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous. There's no telling what might be but a single visit there. The worst case would.
In that case,
Well, you saw one of them.
that's true. Seems my father really.
Nggak bisa bang. Tas mati lampu kah? Waduh. Kenapa ini? Ya, ada dua hal nih kayaknya. Mati lampu atau bentar guys. Bentar bang, kenapa ini mati lampu kah? Bentar. La ilaha illallah. Parah. Lagi acak asiknya kok malah. Malah kuat sendiri, parah. Astaga. Gak apa-apa guys ya. Maklum guys, klot. Bukan ori guys ya. Kalau ori beda cerita ya. Maklumin yang user klot. Boleh bang, boleh. Walaupun nggak terlalu paham sih. Tapi boleh kok. YD bang, YD. Nggak terlalu paham buat aku. Tapi aku aja masih ngawur nih. Bentar, kuas dulu bentar.
Maloose, we're back.
Ya Allah, ngulang dari sini. Ya,
Apologies for the.
astagfirullah.
You said before that you still.
Balap sih.
You still remember?
Yes, the case was quite similar.
Could you tell us? Yeah, of course. Many years at a glance. Wait. Yes, he did. If you drink some, and if you were to stop, as he overstopped.
Cepat lah,
Bosses
Pak.
uncompromised. Not only that,
Yes, recognizing that the man's name was Jacques that night, but then. Sounds just like Lenny. Looking back on it though, precisely. But considering it now, you're right.
Jacques was an empath. I think there's on that note,
Udah cepet
however,
weh, parah kamu ya.
our opponent, even though Spina, there is no need.
If that's indeed what he wished for, was I not the closest person to him? What was the point of him
Waduh,
dying
ya.
without sharing any of the
Mau
secrets
sedih
he
lagi.
knew? Synth is still here. Palace the unfaithful. Did he think I've never accepted. I want to find Navia.
This is indeed the.
So you do know something else, Malus.
Yes, I do. But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the
Kayaknya
revelation
iya
that
bang.
you, demoiselle, had been.
What?
Kayaknya ada telat kan nggak langsung dari YouTube-nya ini.
Boss also didn't tell you that, and the serial did 5 years.
Abang
with
kirim
knowing
UID-nya
all of
aja.
this. But as long as if something were to
Aku cek nanti.
So
as we've seen, boss,
no, I don't believe it. He never appeared.
no father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard.
Yes.
Especially someone as
Kata-kata
proud as
mutiara
yours.
guys. Tidak ada seorang ayah yang ingin terlihat lemah di hadapan putrinya. Yes.
To him, dying in a duel and suffering
Baginya
lasting
kalah dalam
dishonor
duel
as the
dan dicap
unfaithful
sebagai si pengkhianat lebih.
was still far preferable.
Yes.
So he chose.
I'm afraid you're not understanding. If boss's spirit, I'm sure he...
No. Is that the
Mbak,
amount
jangan
of
nangis,
confidence
Mbak.
he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now? Yeah. I suppose that, but thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters. And thus understood little of me as a person. Malus, what was the key?
It's the look. He was threatened, but if you want...
Why? If we know...
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and
UID,
dangerous organ. There's no telling, but a scene, the worst case. Well, you saw...
Yes, bebas bablas ini apa?
You sound like you put a lot of thought in...
I am the butler, after all. I live but to serve the boss and
Iya.
demoiselles will.
Kirim ulang, coba kirim ulang.
I've always been willing to take on any kind of
Kirim
risk
ulang,
for
coba.
your sake. But considering my relative lack of ability,
Thank you for all of that, Malus.
let me think. When I announced if the vendors didn't
Temennya
accept
adekku,
the
guys.
first is Flora, Spina
Bentar, bentar.
Derosula's senior advisor.
Oke, lanjut.
Florent?
Oke, bentar ya, bentar.
Yes, thanks to his, there's someone else like him too.
Besok live anu ya,
Marcel.
HSR guys.
Very,
Uncle Marcel.
it's a guild. In the beginning, they were only.
So...
Besok live HSR, Kamisnya
The
Genshin
final
lagi.
suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information. But although the guards mostly, since Thierry is always in,
I see. To think that the...
if you want to,
Of course. And thank...
you're too kind. And before I forget, proving boss's innocence, bring him of blame in Jacques' death.
Sama aja perasaan. Oh, 4 nih kayaknya. Bentar ya.
After that incident, if
Ini
you
selesai
might
dulu kalimatnya panjang guys.
A new case awaits, my dear partner. I hope we can work...
Guys. Kita cek saudara-saudara. Apakah sepuh? Sepertinya sepuh guys. 84 termasuk sepuh itu ya. Catat. 84 08 56 641 Boleh. Hanya visual ya saudara-saudaranya dipajang ya. Visual main Israel, waduh. Visual lah. Apakah visual damage? Kok pakai ras ini basic attack kah, Pak? C2. Oh yes. Visual fisikal ya, penemuan baru. Ini diganti bisa nih bang, TCR nya ada itu. Ini boleh bang. Visual fisikal ini teh kurang nih bang, di bagusnya sedikit ya bisa kok. Dan bagus loh bang, tapi agak gabut amat loh wah. Bisa dibikin fisikal ini. Mana nih? Kemana nih? Mana nggak? Nah, yuhu, weng. Kode si Gwen on field.
It is settled then.
Thank you for arranging. Excuse me, miss.
Jelas bang dibikin. Bisa mah bagusnya pakai golden troop aja bang.
I'm sorry.
Pakai golden troop, senjata stringless, udah bagus banget itu.
Apologize, but aren't all of those things nothing
Ditambah
compared to the
buffin
rest of
Jun
shop?
tambah mantep.
You don't understand. I didn't know how to face you because I know only. I'm sorry. I appreciate the sentiment, but you on the matter regarding. Would you mind sharing it with me? I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he had many regrets. So when he tried to
Banyak.
found out.
Gelap semua sih.
Before
Keluarganya
he
guys.
left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was. I don't know that for sure,
Waduh.
which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty.
Sama nih sarkan saya.
Callus had always, even if. But Mama, Papa always wanted. Well, yeah. Then you
Nggak
should
apa-apa,
hold
nggak
him
apa-apa, Dik.
regardless
Siap,
of.
Dik.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is. You really think so?
Anak dan bapak gitu loh.
That's.
Oke. Nah, signal ya.
Are you okay, Navia?
Rasa signal ya.
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the three suspects next. And we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle
Adalah.
Marcel in the city.
Meta teleport ya. Bang.
I'll get myself together on the way. So please don't.
Kucing. Fly guys.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened.
Yeah, I've heard.
It also reminded me. After my partner here put the. Can you do me a favor?
After that, my first reaction was that Mr. Callus's life was in danger.
Oke,
So
sama-sama.
I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash. But when I got there,
So you also
Si Bang
have
tuh
two
dibikin anu
gunshots.
saja. Pisau biasa.
the guard said that the reason
Di biasa elektro, jangan fisikal.
the scene that you mentioned.
Buang buang. Ya sekalian zongli fisikal bang.
At least from our perspective, the gun he was holding.
Tambah mantap nanti.
Or a third person.
Yeah, that makes sense. But hold on, he didn't even. Did he lose all?
About that, I'll
Okay.
tell you everything once the whole truth has been revealed.
I understand. And if I may just say, many people have, but it was Mr. Callus. No matter what.
Masih jauh ya
others
bang
might
ya
say.
ini pausnya ya.
Don't worry. You and all our other
Wes oke ya kemarin. Kayak apa? Main PC gak bang? Tuh Razor bang, pakai Razor mantap tuh. Pakai Razor singian Eula, sip itu. Razor,
Hey, Thierry.
Eula masingian sip.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure
Sebaik.
there isn't a little?
I mean,
Callis did a fantastic. It would be next to impossible.
Fokus lu guys, main.
Yes. What happened at the opera?
I get if you want to go.
That'd be much appreciated.
Of course. Why do you ask?
Well, so, if you hypothetically wanted to do something against me,
Wah,
all you would need to do is get rid of the mecha serial numbers and send them after me.
bagusan api ya bang, coba diulang.
If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. If you try to removing a serial number, is
Ya udah,
also
razor.
as easy as you might think. So I can promise you, they're certainly not cheap. So whoever their owner is must be super rich.
Haka.
Then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Jokes aside, I'll be staying at this.
Sama bang. Ini dapat navi ya. Ini dapat navi ya, PT44 tenang red on. Red off. Orang mantap gimana? Off lagi terbang, wah.
Apa ya? Beratnya sama saja.
Lah. Apa itu jalan terbang lah?
Hello, how may I help you? I'm here to see Mark Sher. I will let him.
Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as.
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the Opera House.
Yes, I've.
Oh!
That's right. I also witnessed your to beat the Hydro Armor.
Ya, ketemu Mbak Afrinya lagi.
Fontaine is.
Uncle Marcel, you.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh,
We were attacked on Aranias by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial
Oke. Yap.
If not for the vigil.
alas. But rest assured, if anyone dared.
Thank you, Uncle Mark. Do you have any news?
The confrerie was responded. Then I heard the step.
Oh,
Maka sudah mampir.
no need to push yourself. We'll ask around some.
Sounds good. All my wealth comes from Cap.
Lanjut mendarat saja ya kan, buat lagi.
Talk to all three suspects.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
Anyway,
But where should we start? You're right.
according to Jacques,
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
oh, and why is that?
Oh, that's a good point. Jacques probably...
So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the. Makes sense. Besides Jacques, it's obvious that
Do you think he...
given everything that's happened, who among the three suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex? Thierry, you say? But
Yeah. And if the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find out when and...
Uncle Marcel? And with funds from. Still. Also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of mora and energy to fight his own. Florent? But.
So you're saying...
Exactly. Who could it be?
Apa nih?
charging straight in there would be. We need far more solid proof before we can hope to go charge.
Oh, here you are. Oh, I've been looking for you.
Huh? Aren't you the guy from the...
Yeah. News came from Aeronavis just after you left.
Wasn't that place built?
I know. They said the person putting on trial is a Katui harbinger called Tartaglia.
What? Is that someone?
Yeah, we know him. A little too well.
Well, he's been accused of being the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. It's a...
Ow!
That's what I thought was if the charge...
Right?
Yeah.
Because they'll.
Yeah. And it'll be a lot...
I understand. Huh? Split up. Just since this is a truck, you're right. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to
We'll help you.
Mademoiselle, please allow us to accompany you.
I'm ready.
Silver. When?
We heard that it's our hope.
See you then.
Jalan kemana nih?
Now that Navia has set out for Arrhenius, we should all take it there. The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over. Huh. According to Malus's info, the Sith production base is underwater. Let's go and try to find the entrance.
Ini yang ini dia.
Finally, found it. So this is the entrance that leads to the Sith production base. It's Navia's problem.
Oke. Pra epic lane.
It would appear that I must repeat my... Do you accept the charge that you are the...
To be perfectly... However, I did hear... In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I've got to admit
Yeah.
that when I privately spoke with her last time, she was obviously holding back.
Hey, don't you understand? Your current.
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me on the ways of the... Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best.
None.
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly. In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again.
That case had nothing to do with him. You. Huh? What's going on? Why is she interjecting?
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. I only tolerated your beat, but that was an exception.
Oh, please. Did you... we can put the discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be...
Oh, a young lady has charged in, and so, Your Honor, is there nothing else for me to...
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted.
Yes.
Now then, Miss Navia.
That... Marcel, the head of confrerie of Camerpal? What confrerie?
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Please let me remind you, if the
Yes.
that case, I declare the charge to members of the guard. Mr. Marcel.
Apology. I think an attorney will.
Very well.
I would like to take him only through elucidating.
Navia, come on. That's enough to me.
Exactly correct, Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about that.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage. On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cup. During the banquet, all attending guests heard. When the guests arrived at the scene, the guard's investigation, the suspect did not dispute. Callus was defeated by Champion. These are the known facts.
Bapaknya ganteng juga
The one with the motive to kill. And after that, however, we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information.
Oke, mau ngaji kok mama. Ngaji. Oke. Nih Pak Dewan nek barangnya nang sewa jeneng kok duwite to ya. Nang marai tanggungan. Barangnya dadi kata nampa duwite. Lah ngono ki duwite entek. Barangnya ora dadi. Iki jenenge hutang lho ya.
But now it is clear that the clothes were proof that there was a third person at the scene. And the thing, however, the testimony of the victim's
Lah ngopo fokusnya ora usah kangge kae.
had thoughts of assassinating Callus when he set out for the
Pamane.
This assassin,
Mas.
Makan kok. Ya ora ke lho ya.
Duitnya di
culprit caused the
duitnya boleh
Barang ki lho.
duitnya di boleh
Duit dhewe nek dompet.
lebih tadi biasanya malah sholat malah ngaku
Oh, itu tok berarti salatnya selama iki.
ngaku
Iki apa iki?
That's what happened. Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primo?
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives.
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime.
But I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact,
Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion, we've won. Do you have the evidence to back up your claims? I'm afraid not. Boo! If you don't have any, I may not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time, we should be able to find a match. Considering the serial disappearances case, the guards probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time. That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this to be a reasonable investigative direction.
Wong kuwi piye ta? Wong kon kok pakan kucing kok malah kaya ngono lho.
tinggi
Itu lemari, ning tas.
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself. Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the last trial.
My second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the truth is in, then why
bensin kok main harap
did
entek
Callus explain himself in court? If he had testified that a person, I thought about this too. The dissolving power. My father could have exposed it for all to see, but he chose to. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire strait. What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my.
Boss once told me.
What? If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina right there and then. I wouldn't have been the only one in danger. All of us would have stood to lose our lives. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right. But what good would that do? How can a hollow verdict have this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice? Spina di Rosula, but by staying silent, we retained the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate. I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time to grow and once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge. say, your father intended to die. That's right. Do you have any proof? Of course. All you need is to ask his opponent. I don't need your apology, your guilt, or your support from the shadows. You don't have to do, but Cynthia entrusted. So, during the. Yes, I did. As a champion duelist, I fought many battles and taken a countless number of dishonored lives. In my line of work, I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial...
Right? What she said was fascinating, but kind of beside the point.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial disappear? Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are connected via. In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and Callus. As a and at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of him. The culprit
fokus
could
ya, fokus.
only time their actions so precisely. Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet.
So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous. I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing traits.
No need to appeal to pathos.
I won't try to refute your points one by one, but even if everything... On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the time? You know what she could say to that? I know that even with that, you relax.
Oke.
Won't feel at least a little hurt
Singkat
by
tuh
the
ya.
accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter. If I were to dismiss this completely, do you know what the biggest flaw in your reasoning?
I suppose you're gonna tell me.
It's timing again. I'm a businessman by trade. In addition, but the
I do apologize, demoiselle. This was my mistake.
No, it's not your fault. I'm sure he had come prepared.
Is there anything else you'd like? You can also take a look at my border entry records, or ask my friends and family. Could those records and testimonies do
Saya, istri saya meluk anak.
unspeakable anguish?
Seems like she got the wrong.
At this rate, Navia will be convicted for falsely accusing him.
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings, but aren't you going against? He wished for you to be, once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings and to stop rushing headlong into things.
This isn't just about me, and it never has been. The biggest difference between me and the rest of the people whose families were destroyed. Many people's images are flashing. And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named? Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of some...
I was waiting for you to say that.
Betul apa nih, Mas?
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Coming at ya.
Cantik sekali guys, Bang.
Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up. The water level is rising. Now we can swim to the top. But this is still a ways away from where we need to go. Wibbly wobbly. Boba, get them. Coming at ya. Let's go, Twirly. Coming at ya. Watch out. Ha. Spin to win. Coming at ya. Hey there. Now the path is clear. Let's go. What sense? Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups. Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water. That means this is where they make all the synth. If you dilute it, Paima will take notes on this incriminating evidence. What's this over here? Looks like some kind of experiment number. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Sorry, traveler. Primo will try her best. It's just that... How can someone write something that terrible in such a matter-of-fact tone? You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going. So that's why he did all of these experiments. But did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane! Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
Bensin kok arep entek muak.
Experiment? So that's it? No, that's not it either. If that's the case, in any... Whoa. There's so much sin
Tidak tahu.
here. And so many bottles of ink that probably just contain the waters of the primordial. Mixing in progress. Whoa, there's even fruit-flavored sin? Yep, it's... We've looked at almost everything here and it... Yeah, we haven't found anything that reveals this. No wonder even Nervalet wasn't able to find anything. That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true... Sure thing. You take that side and Paimon will take... Nothing at all. And Paimon can't even find snacks either. Oh, really? Let Paimon see. Premier. Isn't that Vache's lover's name? Then you found her diary. Let's see. Aw. It's just a normal diary chronicling their love story. She was so sweet, too. So many! A whole page's worth! But the final name she decided on, Marcel. Wait, but Marcel's pretty old. Has this case been going on for so long? Hey!
Ini Pak. Nanti.
And whose image do you see? Is it a man named Vache? Oh, so you do know that name.
Merely surprised you could suddenly say the name of someone I've never even...
I was waiting. As expected of my partner. I just knew you'd return in the nick of time.
Yes.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rule?
It's all right, Monsieur Neuvillette. Given their confidence, I expect they've...
But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you...
Huh?
We've investigated your lair and we already know everything. After your lover, Riview, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you. You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your...
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established. This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong? You fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you. So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to.
Do you think? Do you really pay attention to you? What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, they said there's no way a human being can turn into water. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! You only have yourselves to blame. You said that Vignier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, but I'm not from this blasted place.
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve. Do you all see? I can't go. I did all of that. And in the end, that accursed callus still got the... I spent my entire life living on pins and needles.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please...
Don't touch me. Don't anybody... Yeah. Think, please. Think, yeah. Don't think...
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer...
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and... The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vacher, and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover. During an underwater expedition, Vignier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea, and was dissolved in front of Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others, and began to kidnap young women for research. With the goal to cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his after exchanging blows with Spina de Rosula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vacher, and just recently, Vacher however, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial. The oratrice will now deliver the final According to the judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinal, guilty.
Guards! Take the...
Waduh.
Good.
With that, the serial disappearance is...
We really just witnessed history. Who
Iya,
would have
halo.
thought the true culprit would
Halo,
be such
Vivi.
a polite and well-spoken guy?
Ya nggak apa kak. Kenapa kak? Udah mau selesai juga ini. Videonya udah mau habis nih.
He's hurt so many
Mas kamu sih 30
innocent people
menit
and
ya?
now he's finally
Ya kan lagi nyelesain Archon Fontaine ini buat ngelawan Paus.
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
The day
Panjang
our
nggak?
late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now.
Yeah. See, Papa?
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been... Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got...
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
What now? None of this has anything to do with me.
According to
Oh,
court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge
nggak
before
apa,
the
santai
trial
aja.
can
Aku
conclude.
juga lagi nunggu
Oh, come
sama
on.
minjem buat.
Is this really
Nah, aku sama
necessary?
Sony udah.
Haven't you
Oh, oke,
already
siap kak,
caught
siap
a
kak.
real criminal?
Makasih lah ya kak,
Isn't it time for side
udah
characters
mampir
like
ya.
me to exit
Biasanya
stage
sepi soalnya.
Please respect the laws of Fontaine. This is all.
Makasih banyak banget lo ya. Biasanya sepi soalnya.
Alright, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
Makasih banget lo ya kak ya. Terima kasih ya.
Through evidence presented in
Vivi.
the public trial that was just held, the guilty party has been
Makasih
identified.
ya.
We now turn to the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale to render the final. According to the judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale, Mr.
Oh, oke.
Tartaglia is guilty.
What?
Hey! That's not funny.
Oke.
Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent?
Biasanya pas habis dulu untuk di sini. Oh, oke ya.
What's with
Nggak
this
apa-apa.
verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Aku live-nya sore soalnya.
This has never happened before. The oratrice actually returned a different verdict
Oh,
from
kerja apa kak?
justice.
Kerja apa? Kalau boleh tahu ya, kerja apa kak?
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger? Do you think the Oratrice...
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this case.
The judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale is, by law, the final verdict of the court. We must accept the guilty.
Oke, siap kak, nggak apa-apa kak.
Guards,
Kalau nggak mampir juga
please
nggak
take
apa-apa
the
kok.
suspect into custody.
Mas Satang marah guys.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke.
Oh, arsitek kok kak.
You've got your
Oh,
rules.
arsitek.
Well, I've got mine too.
Nggak apa kak. Kalau cita-citaku sih jadi guru kak. Masih SMP juga aku. Yes, kacinya. Sing.
He's activating his spell legacy!
Amin.
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
Amin kak. Wis.
Hey, Monsieur Novelette, what's going on? Ship
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established at the
Aku
conception
yang
of
kolanya
Fontaine's court system,
susah-susah ya pas
the
gitu.
oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court. All
Nggak
I do
apa-apa
is
kak.
follow
Siapa
the
tahu kan
rules.
nanti apa ya?
As for why the
Nyebutnya gimana ya?
oratrice arrived at the conclusion,
Suatu hari kan disuruh desain baju nikahan mungkin bisa kak. Bisa aja kan? Atau mungkin ngedesain baju nikahannya temennya mungkin bisa. Yang satu bangunan, yang satu pakaian ya.
I had nothing to do with it!
impossible. Didn't she create the ore trace herself?
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not?
Hmm.
Can results like this really be called justice? My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow... Don't tell me. You thought even I had been blind.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
Ya kan, kan
However,
pakai
given
juga
the
Mas
state
ya.
of things, I shall give you
Ibuku
an
soalnya juga
explanation.
gimana ya?
Everything that just took place,
Jadinya penjahit ibuku
including
nih.
my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of an elaborate performance.
Orang
With
bikin fresh.
every action meant to stir up drama and excitement. And if you thought child had
Kira-kira
nothing
kakak
to do
main
with
apa
the
kak?
serial disappearances case,
Kalau boleh tahu
it
ya.
is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence. Everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond all shall be revealed in time. You will come to understand my noble intentions.
Iya, kakak main ini nggak? Atau main game lain atau nggak main game sama sekali gitu?
Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging in suspense.
So she chose to make her escape after all, did she?
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into what she just said?
She probably just put on that performance to save face. However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity, just as I promised.
Alright. Even though we feel pretty badly for him, we'll take your word for it for now.
Oh, panjang amat.
After all, he's done
Banyak
plenty
amat
of
if
bad
or temis
stuff.
juga tuh.
So he should have known he'd go to prison someday, right?
Oh, kan sama jajan. Yaudah guys, kita selesaikan itu ya. Habis itu udah. Pokoknya langsung tamat lah. Enggak juga sih. Nyangkut atuh. Dari tama yang dikot kayak gini. Sini enggak.
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him! Traveler! Hey, Traveler!
Marcel! What are you doing?
Stop resisting arrest. Cease, or we'll add another charge to the No, wait! I just want to ask the Traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, please, just let me ask this one small thing. Go on. Thank you. Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name Vache?
AR55. AR55 kak. Ya 4 bulanan main udah AR55. Nggak kerasa ada 55 aja soalnya.
I erased all records of that name. So, unless...
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already been convicted.
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? But how could that be? How did you manage to do it?
Yes.
The Fountain of Lucine? Then she's been so close to me all along. Please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the Traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time. This is the last request I'll ever make in my life. You can do whatever you want to me afterwards.
Temanku pernah cerita dulu itu AR55 habisin setengah tahun. Dulu tuh tapi ya. Sekarang cepet banget.
Give an inch and you want to take a mile? Do you think serial killers get to make requests?
Paimon agrees. Why should we give him what he wants?
This request, is it worth as much to you as your life?
Of course! Wait, no. It's worth even more.
Humans. Will they betray the instinct to live just to satisfy? Very well.
Your Honor,
I will go with him. You do not need...
in that case, thank you.
Ya. langsung rapor saja ya. Betah kakak apa ya, aduh ribet guys. Oh iya ya, emang dulu lama ya, sekarang gak cepet, masih ada 18 menit jadi aman lah.
Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Yeah, and even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing. Didn't you just drink a lot of it on the stage as well? Oh, in that case...
Iya kak, aku mainnya di cloud kak. Aku mainnya di cloud, jadi kalau sore tuh aku pakai buat ngelive sambil main, biar kenang-kenangannya kesimpan.
Ah,
Yes, that's it! So...
Vinier, it's me! It's me, Vash.
Vache? Vache?
I'm here! I'm here! Where are you, Vinier?
Hey, wait! Be careful!
Vinier, is that you? It's me, Vache! Vinier!
Iya dong. Aku juga heran kak, ini kan cloud ya, terus dipakai buat live nya kan, kita kan ngelagnya minta ampun kan, ini kok lancar banget masalahnya.
Vache? Why did you come? Didn't I say
Iya itu kak, harus sama-sama slow ya.
to look for me? You look a lot older than I remember.
It's been more than 20 years. I've sought all this time. Only the thought of bringing you back.
Bucin yes, bucin nomor 1 ya, orang lain gak usah dipedulin.
A chance to tell you all of my feelings like Vinier, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could...
But Vache, if you ask me, if not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney.
Amin kak, ini juga dari device-nya dari orang tua kak,
If not for you,
hadiah.
I would have continued to pursue my love of the arts, and my works would have been displayed in the Palais Mermonia itself.
Ini HP-nya juga hadiah dari orang tua kak, jadi ya pakai aja ya kan, bersyukur hadiah orang tua tuh kita syukuri ya,
I would at least have been
walaupun HP-nya ya termasuk HP lama ya, tapi lumayan lah.
with nothing but the tears on her cheeks. It's all because
Soalnya anu kak, HP ini teman-temanku mahal-mahal, 2 juta, 1,5 juta ke atas, tapi nggak apa-apa ya, pemberian orang tua itu nomor 1.
you're right. I am not Vinier. I am every woman who died by your hand. As our bodies dissolved, our consciousnesses flowed back, our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea. I'm Cressy. I'm Lemon. The only one I am not is Vinier.
Why? But then, where is Vinier?
Oh oke kak,
She doesn't want to
kak gini saja nggak apa-apa kok, mungkin sampai apa ya, udah kuliah baru aku rakit PC kak, nunggu kuliah dulu aja deh.
Yours, but did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did? If she would despise you for what you became?
I...
Oh sama mbak tuh, oke.
You are a liar, a heartless murderer. The only thing you are not is Vinier's beloved. From the moment your first victim died and her
No! Vinier! She can't hate me.
You still don't understand. When I said don't look for me, that She also said that because it's her final drop. She said that because she knew that if you did come here,
Waduh.
we'll show no fashe. Fashe? 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 Fashe?
Rek. Tak ikat lo.
Finally, we have some time to do shopping. Gosh, it's really been a long time since we've been able to relax.
Huh. Well met, partner. I knew something great was going to happen when I woke up in such a good mood.
Even this weather can't put a damper on the demoiselle.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, hey, Navia! It's been a few days. Paimon's a...
Oh, now that I believe. I'm easy to work with.
Sounds like you're really enjoying life these days, Navia. What have you...
It's just been one thing after the other. I've been making non-stop trips between Poisson and the court since then. Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my father. We never held a memorial when he first died. This time, though, everyone in Poisson and
So his name's definitely been cleared now. That's...
It's been the dearest wish of demoiselle all along.
that blasted stubborn fool. I was right to put my faith in him. I'm so glad I didn't get... Oh, by the way, I ran into Charlotte just after I left the memorial. Well...
Huh? So you...
Yeah, way back... I believe the story, but to be fair, though, she was trying to...
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house with the critical evidence, that you both sounded really cool. Oh, and in
Kayaknya
other
lagi
news,
udahan
I
guys.
also took Clarand out.
Lagi udahan ya.
Two on better
Kayaknya.
terms now?
Well, it was thanks to her.
Oh, that's great. Paimon also thought Clarand wasn't actually a bad person. It's always good to
Ya
have...
kak, biasanya story.
Anyway,
Jadi
now that
pulang
the
sekolah
case
kan
has
jam
finally been
1.
solved,
Kalau kecuali hari Jumat ada ekstra ya.
actually, there's still one last thing I
Jadi
need to
pulang
do.
sekolah tuh ya nyiapin billingnya
I should
dulu
pay a
kan.
visit to my father's grave
Habis itu
and tell him the truth
nunggu
of what happened,
kakak saya pulang,
as well as
bantu
how it
orang
all
tua
ended.
bentar, sorenya
On top
nge-live.
of that, just how much people still look up to him to this day. That
Indeed.
We want a good...
Sure thing. I'd like you two to share the moment with me. After all, without you, there might not have been such a positive ending.
And in that case,
Yeah, you're... This is where my father's grave is.
Oke, siapa?
To be perfectly honest, even I haven't been back here.
Huh? Isn't that Dervalette? Why would the Chief Justice be here? Huh? Navia?
My apologies. I should have asked.
Don't say that.
Sorry about that.
Oh,
Bosnya kakak yang mana? Kalau boleh tahu. Ntar kak, nanti ntar ya. Aku selesai dulu. Nanti aku add.
Case.
Udah, makasih kak. Habisnya ini udah enggak? Udah mau habis juga.
Ever since
Halo Bang Gabi, telat
there
kamu
was
bang.
once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be
Udah mau selesai nih.
which is also what I believed that a truly innocent man, Mr. Callus,
Ntar guys ya, dengan orang tua.
and decisively wrong. If not for his sacrifice, the serial disappearances case would have remained unsolved to this day. Mr. Callus made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, for many people completely
Telat tuh
unrelated to her.
bang.
And in the end,
Parah.
from a certain perspective, a justice that's higher than
Iya bang, udah mau habis billingnya.
You asked me why I came.
Tinggal 9
I just wanted
menit.
to say my apologies to Mr. Callis in
Samanya
person.
dikelot soalnya.
I should have noticed all of this much sooner. This regret has filled me with a sad. That high and mighty chair in the opera epic class indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosso.
Enggak apa-apa Bang Gas saya mah.
I'm sorry for being mad at you
Ambil
before.
Nahida juga aku.
So, you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but
Enggak apa-apa,
pretty
Ge. Enggak apa-apa
thoughtful on
kok.
the inside, huh?
Besok
Reminds me
live
of Semoga,
HSR ya.
one of my guys.
Sorry about that.
Didn't I just say you'd...
So Navia and Nuva, let's not disturb them for now. We can wait until
Setengah
after they're
jam
done.
mau habis piringnya. Ini udah mau habis nih 8 menit dari ngambil Nahida dulu.
Paimon's never paid respect.
Kalau aliran boleh aku ambil.
Paimon? Oh no. Paimon. Anyway, Nuvalette is still standing up.
Udah jadi ngobrol dulu udah. Oke ya udah. Oke ya, terima kasih sudah nonton ya. Sampai jumpa di live berikutnya. Bye bye. Udah ya, udah dulu. Besok kita live ya. Ada. Terima kasih kepada Kak Nifu, Gabi, Vivi, sama Kakak ya, sama Bang Gabi udah online ngobrol. Bye bye semuanya. Bye bye. Besok lagi ya kalau mau mampir nih. Dadah semuanya. Terus.